now. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind now. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been Frank in the friend zone. Got. I ain't never switched up with a family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Send them about she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the Madden. Black is teasing with my passions. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like worth for 10K or cause it is 10 gaming. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going ahead to be like. So I stepped on stage to be like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead to be like. Raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, Raven defiance, boy, the Lord was doing favors, Blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, Still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, Still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, Still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the f*** you think of days. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage to be like, see the crowd going. Soon as he touched down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel it. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel it. I never feel it. G-ski established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preach and what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He determined just from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with you. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll see the Broncos
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Thompson going play action here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. This defense for the Broncos very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
First and 10. Walden. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again. Walden. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Broncos. What a great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The last 2 plays from scrimmage in this ball game, pretty eventful. He throws the interception. The other guys, boom, 1 play and they're in the end zone. So now he's got to try to bounce back. First and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's second and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. Off play action. Walden is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the bootleg. Walden rolling to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken on the midfield logo. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Charger football to start quarter number 2. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a handoff up the middle. Webster got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Throwing on 1st down. Walden. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Chisholm. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Walden. His throw incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Walden. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Chisholm. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st down, Walden. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 4. They'll set up a throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Walden. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Walden. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down. Walden. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On first down, Walden. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Chisholm, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Walden. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, we might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Richardson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake. Walden. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Well, Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Walden. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Just a 30-yard punt that time, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the Broncos' 23-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Walden. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead, Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run with Richardson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Walden. Complete. Richardson has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off play action. Walden. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 4th down, Walden. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Now it's Richardson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. From experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line bearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Richardson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the
Diego. I'm with the cash like Diego. God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got
why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours.